Hello everybody. Today is going to be a 1 versus 1 versus the bottom Zerg, WP, against the top Zerg, Yuhang, just call him Hang. On the top part of the map is light blue. This is a 1 versus 1 on naga caverns. One of the classic maps, really, for StarCraft 2, not really StarCraft in general. It has this nice little natural, and it's also got this nice little third and a gold there. And I rarely see games that go and take these expansions over here, but still a possibility. Very, very possible. The Zerg vs. Zerg matchup, I'll admit, is not my best matchup at all. And in fact, it's my worst. But I'm playing against a friend here. As you can see, this is a custom game. I am light pink and he is light blue. So it's the battle to find out what sex the baby is. Is it mine or is it his? It could be a woman, you don't know, but it probably isn't, because women don't exist on the internet. Lose viewership right there. More importantly, he is up on me in harvester count right now, as it is 13 to 14, and he does have the spawning pool down before I do as well. See, it's a fairly average as it goes right now. There's not much to say, you know. Overlord scouting not really going out for me. Throwing down a hatchery, and he does see the hatchery that I'm throwing down, so he knows that I will be fast expanding. He could choose to produce a lot of links here, and it is pretty hard to stop, but at this point it's not really worth his time, in my opinion. By the time that finishes and he gets out some lings, it's going to be pretty hard for him to actually get down there and do any serious damage to me in that expansion. I can just save up some lings, or save up some larvae to produce 6 lings right off the bat, and send them down there to defend if there are lings down there. And a hatchery can take a lot of punishment. So instead, he decides to expand. This is a very good choice, I think, on his part. It'll lead into a macro game, and as we all know right now, Zergs kind of come down to that early beginning game stuff. Like, it kind of doesn't go into that late game ever. It kind of goes into who can ling or roach the best, and who does something slightly different kind of wins. It's that touchy, in my opinion. It just happens to be that way. I mean, good players, I think it's the same way. That it comes down to a lot of skill, micro. You see those crazy Indra, mainly ling games, or Spanishua games like that. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And who can say? Like, I don't like those games. I like going long macro games. I like going this Spanishua style of heavy drones and no gas into all of a sudden I get my gas. And he has 1 gas right now. I don't think he hasn't produced metabolic boost yet. He is getting a roach warning, but he has a lot of gas saved up. A little excessive, in my opinion, at this point. He probably could be using that to mine more minerals. Oh, and he is manorning finally. It's a good choice. Manorning is always a good choice. For anybody that does not do that, please start up, because you want to get your natural and your main mined out at roughly the same time. Hopefully, if all things are ideal. So I did see the roach warren up there, which scares me into putting down at least a spine crawler. And I decided to produce a ton more drones, nothing to, just powering hard. And I decided to throw down a few more spine crawlers, still not feeling too safe. And I'll have you know that I was playing my friend here, who is in a few leagues lower than me, and I decided to fuck around the previous game, and I lost, going for Hydra drops, which, all things considered, is really, really expensive. The pneumatized carapace is 100 gas, pretty much, plus 100 minerals, so that's 200 invested there. Evolved ventral sacs is 200, so that's 300 gas and 300 minerals down. And if I also get range on Hydras, That's 150, 150, so it starts to add up to be a good 1,000 total resources that you pump into that, not including the Hydras or the actual Overlords that you use. Overlords are not really counted because you have to build them anyways, but still, I tried it halfway across the largest map in the ladder pool. He attacked me. I didn't have all my units there because they were all going for the Hydra drop and wanting to do one all day long, and I lost. So I've decided to play more seriously this game and you know, I wanted to crush him. Is what I wanted to do. But I'll find out that he's actually a lot better player than I thought he was. He's been doing pretty good, and really learning this game pretty well. He is getting a single Evo chamber, but again, what he does is he's not quite refined yet. He doesn't get things right when they pop up or when he has them. Like he got this extractor and just constantly mined from it. Didn't really need to. Needs to move the spawning pool slightly, and if he has this, why isn't he researching? I would assume that's what he wants to do. He could already have one upgrade done and starting on another if he's not going for the double Evo chamber like I do, which is a really long game strategy, or a long-term strategy that you want to try and do. He's going for his third now, before I am. Let's look at the income tab here. It is even on the income, so he could pull ahead with this move if I don't capitalize on this, but I am breaking down the destructible rock and defend myself. It looks like I'll be continuing the match. Apparently, we decided not to turn it up like those low-level people do, but I am getting 1-1 upgrades and infestation pit, because infestors are the bomb fucking deity. It's amazing how good infestors are. It really changed Zerg play for every matchup, and it is a good change for my Blizzard. Thank you very much. Let's see right now. Looks like I'm spending a little bit better than him, but he's still up in terms of total actual army size and supply size. Army size, looks like our armies are equal, but ooh, he's pumping out a lot, and he is way ahead of me. 10 Hydras, look out. Doesn't even have enough roaches to, he has enough roaches to really support and defend those Hydras, and Hydras are dangerous, but everybody's kind of move away from them because they're so weak, and they can just die so quickly without roach support, and a couple, 2-3 fungals is going to kill all those Hydras, but if they're left unchecked, Hydras will freaking wreck an entire army. And he is getting the groove spines and the glial reconstitution, which he really at this point should have had already. I could have capitalized if I moved out already and really taken advantage of his immobility here. He's just really slow. Even the Hydra is really slow. I just clearly have an advantage. Almost 4 movement speed on roaches when they're on creep. I could have picked off this. I could have, or just killed a couple drones, ran away, made him think, made him, start producing more drones or more, who knows, just enough to make him panic. Because right now all I'm letting him do is just build, 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 build. But right now my spending is still really low, but he's still above and ahead of me in actual income, while I have the higher harvester count here. So we'll see how it actually all turns out. It's a little shocking that he has a higher food supply. Admittedly, a lot of it is an actual army, so that does take up a lot more food, which means I'm a little bit vulnerable if he's going to attack me. Right now, we are staying pretty even, and he's getting spine crawlers to defend that naturally. It's not a bad choice, especially if you start to get, like him, a very large amount of minerals, which a Roach Hydra, any really Zerg build, especially against Zerg, tends to be incredibly gas intense, and really takes all your gas, and it really leaves you with an excess of minerals. So you might as well build spine crawlers and things like that to defend yourself. Not necessarily in the early game. These 3 have not done anything for me as of yet. It's could have been mining, it could have been 300 extra minerals. Not really useful as of yet. Probably would have been better to keep those mining and get a better advantage. But, you know, you do what you have to stay alive. Continuing to mass up. You can see the macros starting to slip for both Yuhang and me, myself. And I finally decided to use all that gas that I have and pump out a few infestors. I believe I got burrow. I did get burrow at this point. I'm going to send these infestors up here. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but looks like he's going to break down those building blocks. Good start. Already taking advantage of a lot of different things. The fact that Zerg can expand real quick, the fact that I haven't pressured him at all, just letting him macro is not exactly the position I want him to be in. I am getting 3-3 upgrades and chitinous plating. Spending a lot on tech and not that much on army, and that's the big difference in our army side. Oh, fungal on these. The double fungal killing a lot of his workers right there. And he noticed it. He doesn't want to deal with all these infestors, so I believe, no, it's not going to do anything. No, it's going to come back and try and deal with these infestors up here. Not. And he's not going to bring it. Move it, move back, move back. He's got everything selected. Kind of. He's gonna. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna attack me. And I'm breaking down these rocks. Might probably get me off guard here. I thought that I had the superior force here moving in. Thinking, yeah, he's not gonna have much. Really, actually, not a good choice. They don't really do anything at this point. They really died. Would have killed most of them right there, and it would have left me in a much better situation than what I end up getting into, which is this right here. Look at all these high workers. But I do have 3 altars. Why do I have to find all of them? Not really sure. Taken out his economy. There's really not much to go for. I really do like this economy. I'm going to some 19 workers for 50 years. But at this point, for some reason, my hatchery button that replaced with bees, I don't know why, it didn't control 5 at all. It got replaced. So I'm not able to max it like I want to. So I get huge build up of minerals. He actually makes it a lot closer to the end at this point. It really is. You can't use the minerals to lose. You still lose. But, I mean, it had those things in macros like it should have been. It would have been close to this point. Oh, and I did go up here. I dropped an infested up here and killed all the rest of the workers. Down to 3. And I decided to send a couple more roaches, just getting cocky and throwing them up here to try and take out this last expansion. Didn't have anything to take out the hive, take out all the workers. His income is literally nothing. He's got 1 or 2 roaches left, a couple hives, going for the all in here, does not want to lose me. Man, I got this guy.